They want marriage but not for love. My beloved child. Listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is not just a story, it is a warning wrapped in truth, hidden inside emotions you never dared to name. This is the moment where your destiny shifts, where the curtain behind your life is pulled back, and you finally see the faces of the people who smiled at you, but for reasons that were never love. My beloved child, you must understand this before anything else. They want marriage, but not for love. Not for companionship. Not for a soul connection. Not for the divine bond two hearts are meant to share. No. Their intentions are darker than the nights you cried alone. Colder than the silence they left you in. Sharper than the words they once used to break you piece by piece. My beloved child, they want marriage for control. And you don't even know you were chosen for reasons that have nothing to do with your heart. You think they saw your kindness, your innocence, your loyalty, your willingness to love deeply and purely. But no. What they saw was something else entirely. Something they could use. Something they could benefit from. Something they could gain through you, not something they wished to give to you. My beloved child, let me take you back to the moment it all began. It started when you were too trusting. When you believed every smile was genuine, every promise was real, every word was spoken from a place of truth. You never imagined that someone would look at your life like a prize, like a door to their own ambitions, like a ladder they could climb even if it meant stepping on your heart. You didn't know you were being observed long before they approached you. You didn't know conversations about you were happening behind your back, soft whispers, calculated discussions, carefully designed plans. My beloved child, you were being evaluated. Not for your soul, but for your usefulness. They watched your routines. They studied your weaknesses. They measured your silence. And slowly, carefully, strategically, they entered your life. They did not walk in with love. They walked in with intentions. You felt something was off, but you ignored it. You always ignore the signs because you believe every person can be healed, every heart can be loved, every bond can be nurtured. But they were not standing near you for the bond. They were standing near you for the benefit. My beloved child, let me tell you the truth they tried so hard to hide. They want marriage because your stability benefits them. They want marriage because your reputation uplifts them. They want marriage because your resources help them. They want marriage because your innocence makes you easier to manipulate. They want marriage because your silence makes their control tighter. They want marriage because your nature is giving, and theirs is taking. But they do not want your heart. Your emotions. Your dreams. Your soul. Your truth. Your love. No, my beloved child. Those things, they scare them. Because real love demands honesty. Real love requires loyalty. Real love needs effort. Real love asks for sacrifice. Real love exposes the truth. And the truth is the one thing they cannot handle. My beloved child, there is something you need to understand. People who want you for selfish reasons always pretend to love you the most. They speak softly. They behave sweetly. They pretend perfectly. Until the moment you say, yes. After that, their real face arrives like a storm. My beloved child, do you remember the first time you felt something strange about them? A small discomfort in your chest. A tiny drop of doubt in your heart. A whisper inside that said, something is wrong. That was me. That was my voice inside you, trying to protect you, trying to warn you, trying to keep you away from a future that was prepared not for your happiness, but for your destruction. You thought it was anxiety. You thought it was overthinking. You thought you were the problem. But no, beloved child. The problem was them. They knew your heart was pure. They knew your intentions were clean. They knew once you loved deeply. And that is exactly what made you their target. A pure-hearted soul is the easiest to use. Because they never suspect the darkness around them. My beloved child, let me tell you what they are hiding. They have already imagined a life where you work while they rest. Where you give while they take. Where you sacrifice while they demand. Where you bend while they remain rigid. Where you adjust while they dominate. Where you cry while they stay unaffected. Where you fall apart while they remain whole. This is not love. This is not marriage. This is not a divine bond. This is a trap. A beautifully decorated trap. A trap wrapped in sweet words, false promises, and temporary affection. And you were walking straight into it, until now. My beloved child, listen closely. They want marriage with you because you bring something they lack. Not love. But opportunity. Advantage. Convenience. Security. Access. Power. Every time they smiled, there was calculation behind it. Every time they praised you, there was motive behind it. Every time they said they cared, there was strategy behind it. They want you. But only the part of you they can use. Not the real you. Not the you who dreams with a hopeful heart. Not the you who feels with depth. Not the you who loves with loyalty. Not the you who believes in forever. My beloved child, you were never meant to be someone's convenience. You were never meant to be someone's backup plan. You were never meant to be someone's ladder to climb. You were never meant to be someone's requirement. You were meant to be someone's destiny. But the person standing in front of you now is not your destiny. They are your lesson. And if you ignore this lesson, it will break you in ways you cannot imagine. My beloved child. Before they trap you with commitments, rituals, expectations, and promises, I want you to see their true face. Look closely. You will notice that their affection comes in patterns. They are warm when they need something. Cold when they don't. Present when it benefits them. Absent when it benefits you. Sweet when they want a yes. Cruel when you begin to question. This is not love. This is conditioning. My beloved child, you must understand this harsh truth now. They are not preparing for a marriage. They are preparing for possession. To own you. To use you. To shape you. To silence you. To control you. To absorb you. They want marriage. But not for love. And somewhere deep inside, your soul already knows this. My beloved child. This is only the beginning. There is something even darker you still don't know. A truth that will shake you. A revelation that will change everything. And in the next part, I will open the door you were never supposed to see behind. My beloved child, come closer. Let me whisper what your heart has been trying to tell you for so long. You think their interest in you began recently. But no. It began long before you even noticed them. They had conversations about you in rooms you've never seen. They spoke your name with a tone you would never associate with love. They planned your future without asking you what you wanted. They discussed your life like a strategy, not a commitment. My beloved child, they didn't choose you from their heart. They chose you from their needs. And you were selected. Yes, selected. Like an item on a list. Not for love, but for what you could offer. My beloved child, let me show you how deep this goes. You remember their sudden concern about your career? Their interest in your family? Their curiosity about your routines, your strengths, your weaknesses? You thought they cared. You thought they were trying to understand you. You thought this was the beginning of something real. But no. It was the beginning of their plan. Because every answer you gave became a piece of information they stored. Every detail about your life became a tool they intended to use. Every truth you shared became a thread in the web they were weaving around you. My beloved child. They were never building a bond. They were building leverage. And you, with your open heart and pure intentions, walked into their questions with trust, not knowing the weight behind each one. But now, beloved child, it is time to see what lies beneath the surface. Their desire for marriage is not about togetherness. It is about what they gain by attaching themselves to you. Maybe it is your emotional strength. Maybe it is your family's respect. Maybe it is your financial stability. Maybe it is your innocence. Maybe it is your silence. Maybe it is your loyalty. Maybe it is the way you love, without limits, without conditions. My beloved child, people like them are drawn to souls like yours. Not because they want to love you, but because they want to profit from you. And here is the truth that will chill you. They have never imagined a life where they give you the same love you offer. They have never imagined a future where your needs come first. They have never pictured themselves protecting your heart. They have never thought about the sacrifices you deserve in return. Because to them, your love is a resource. Your care is a tool. Your loyalty is insurance. Your presence is convenience. My beloved child. Do you know why they rush the idea of marriage? Why they pressure you subtly? Why they make you feel guilty for hesitating? Why they act hurt when you ask questions? Why they melt into sweetness the moment you pull away? Because they fear losing you. Not out of love, but out of loss of opportunity. They know someone with a heart like yours is rare. They know someone as loyal as you is precious. They know someone who gives endlessly is valuable. And they know someone like you does not stay available for long. My beloved child. This next part may sting. There is someone in their ear. Someone guiding them. Someone telling them why marrying you benefits them. Someone advising them to secure you quickly. Someone analyzing your life more deeply than you know. This isn't just one person's desire. This is a collective plan. A family member. A friend. A relative. An advisor. Someone close to them. Someone who sees your life like an investment. You were never approached for love. You were approached for gain. My beloved child. You deserve to know how they speak about you when you're not around. There is no warmth in their words. No softness. No affection. No admiration. Only strategy. Only calculation. Only intention. They say things like, once we get married, they'll do everything. They're emotional, easy to manage. They don't argue much. They adjust quickly. They'll sacrifice without asking. They're trustworthy, we can rely on them. They're perfect for settling down. They'll handle responsibilities well. My beloved child. Do you see it now? Every sentence centers around what you will do for them. Not a single one centers around what they will do for you. And this, my beloved child, is the clearest sign. They want marriage. But not for love. Not for companionship. Not for connection. Not for care. Not for destiny. They want marriage. For support. For stability. For comfort. For personal gain. You are not being chosen as a partner. You are being selected as a provider. My beloved child. This next truth is hard, but you must hear it. If you marry a person who wants you for the wrong reasons, your life becomes a contract. Not a connection. A responsibility. Not a relationship. A cage. Not a companionship. They will drain your energy. They will consume your peace. They will break your confidence. They will question your worth. They will dismiss your emotions. They will take your love, and give you silence. They will take your efforts, and give you demands. They will take your loyalty, and give you expectations. And the worst part? They will call all of this normal. My beloved child. I am telling you this because I need you to step back. To observe. To question. To see the truth without the curtain of emotion. Look at their eyes. Not their words. Not their gestures. Not their fake tenderness. Look into their eyes. You will see hunger, not love. Ambition, not affection. Strategy, not sincerity. Your soul knows something is wrong. Your heart knows something is off. Your intuition knows this is not love. And that is why I am here, beloved child. To guide you. To protect you. To show you what you were never meant to see. But there is still one final truth left. A truth even darker. A truth they have buried deeper than all others. A truth that will shock you. My beloved child. Prepare your heart. Because this truth was never meant to reach you. Listen carefully. They don't just want marriage without love. They want marriage to secure something far bigger than emotions. Something so heavy. So calculated. So cold. That it will shake everything you believed about them. My beloved child. Their true motive is not love. Not companionship. Not destiny. What they want is access. Access to your life. Access to your stability. Access to your kindness. Access to your effort. Access to your name. Access to your future. Access to your potential. Access to your world. They don't want you. They want what comes with you. And the truth goes even deeper. My beloved child, let me take you into the rooms where they speak about you behind closed doors. Let me take you into the corners where secrets hide. Let me take you into the shadows they operate from. Because only when you see the truth fully, will your heart finally understand why you felt uneasy from the beginning. My beloved child. You were chosen because they know something about you, something you yourself may have ignored. You are a person who builds. You are a person who fights through storms. You are a person who carries others on your shoulders. You are a person who rises no matter how many times you fall. You are a person who transforms pain into strength. You are a person who gives more than you receive. You are powerful. But the dangerous part is this. You don't realize it. And that is exactly why you became their perfect target. My beloved child. They have seen your potential far more clearly than you have seen it yourself. They know your future is bright. They know your path is rising. They know your destiny is unfolding. They know your name will carry weight. They know your journey will lead to success. They know your light is rare. They want marriage. Because they want to anchor themselves to your rising destiny. Not because they love you, but because they fear being left behind in life. My beloved child, listen. The person who wants you for love will uplift you. But the person who wants you for gain will attach themselves to you like a weight. Not to grow with you, but to grow through you. Not to walk beside you, but to walk on you. Not to share your achievements, but to claim your achievements. My beloved child. This is not marriage. This is acquisition. They want to secure a future for themselves by tying your life to theirs. And here is the part they never wanted you to know. Someone in their life. An elder, a relative, a manipulator. Has told them. If you marry this person, your struggles will disappear. If you marry this person, your life will settle. If you marry this person, your status will rise. If you marry this person, your future will stabilize. If you marry this person, everything will become easier. You were discussed as a solution. Not a soulmate. A remedy. Not a partner. A benefit. Not a beloved. My beloved child. This truth is painful, but you must hear it. They want marriage because they think your presence will fix their problems. They believe your existence will solve their instability. They believe your effort will handle their responsibilities. They believe your strength will carry their weaknesses. They believe your heart will absorb their chaos. They believe your patience will endure their flaws. They believe your sacrifice will support their failures. This is not love. This is convenience. This is expectation. This is strategy. My beloved child. A person who loves you wants to protect your peace. But a person who uses you wants to consume your peace. And that's exactly the future they have imagined. You working. You giving. You adjusting. You sacrificing. You handling everything. You carrying the burden. While they remain unchanged. My beloved child. Let me tell you the darkest truth of all. They do not want the responsibilities of marriage. They want the benefits of marriage. They want your stability. But not the responsibility of supporting you. They want your love. But not the effort required to nurture it. They want your presence. But not the commitment to honor it. They want your patience. But not the maturity to deserve it. They want your loyalty. But not the integrity to give it back. They want your sacrifice. But not the strength to reciprocate. They want the crown of marriage. But not the duty of a partner. My beloved child. If you marry someone who wants you for the wrong reasons, your life becomes a battlefield where only you fight. You will be the one trying to keep the bond alive. You will be the one fixing their mistakes. You will be the one holding the relationship together. You will be the one enduring the pain. You will be the one losing yourself piece by piece. And they will live comfortably inside the castle you built. My beloved child. Your soul already knows this isn't right. That's why you hesitate. That's why you feel uneasy. That's why something feels incomplete. That's why you sense something hidden. That's why you feel drained when you think about them. Your soul whispers what your heart doesn't want to admit. This is not love. And now, you finally know the truth. My beloved child. You deserve a marriage built on love, not need. On truth, not strategy. On connection, not calculation. On loyalty, not leverage. On destiny, not convenience. You deserve someone who chooses you for your soul. Not your benefits. Someone who sees your heart. Not your usefulness. Someone who loves your presence. Not your contributions. Someone who comes to build with you. Not someone who wants you to carry everything alone. And most importantly, my beloved child, you deserve someone who chooses you. With intention. With sincerity. With devotion. With purity. With love. Not someone who chooses you because you are useful. My beloved child. Before you say yes to anyone, remember this. A marriage without love becomes a lifetime of silent suffering. A marriage without sincerity becomes a prison. But a marriage built on true love becomes a home for your soul. My beloved child, you survived the truth. You saw the darkness. You understood what they hid from you. And now that you finally know their real intentions, you are free to choose your destiny. You are free to protect your heart. You are free to step back. You are free to wait for real love. You are free to walk away from manipulation. You are free to rise. Because you are not meant to be someone's plan. You are meant to be someone's miracle. My beloved child, your story does not end with someone who wants you for benefit. Your story begins with someone who wants you for love. And that love is on its way. Your heart will know when it arrives. Your soul will feel it. Your spirit will recognize it. And when it comes, you will understand why you had to see the truth today. My beloved child, your destiny is protected. Your path is blessed. And the right love, the pure love, the divine love, is written for you. Always remember this. You deserve a marriage not for advantage, but for love.